Grandma Jean grew up in the Seattle area and was a fighter from day one, the only child to be born from her parents after multiple stillbirths and miscarriages. She loved classical music, was a fantastic pianist. She was a great seamstress and a wonderful cook. She attended Highline High School and was valedictorian both her 8th grade and senior year. Grandma Jean never learned how to drive a car. She was able to get around using the bus all the way into her 90s. She was a very independent lady. She was social and belonged to several groups, from singing in church to service organizations. She lived through the Great Depression, had a job at the Bon Marché earning $14.50 a week, and really learned how to budget her money. She met her husband, Les Peterson, when they were younger. Their families used to go to the same local church, and she used to accompany him while he sang solos at the Highline High School, during Highline High School musicals. They were married on September 28th in 1937 at the Angle Lake Presbyterian Church. They had 2 children, Larry and Darlene, and they loved to play cards with their friends and go on trips to Hood Canal and traveling around the world to all the places that she would read about. Grandma Jean did lots of traveling after her husband passed away as well. 3 things I'll always remember Grandma Jean for would be food, family, and games. She constantly would talk about steak dinners that she had on cruises and restaurants and various events. We remember celery sticks and carrots and olives for hors d'oeuvres. I remember her egg salad sandwiches and tuna sandwiches on white bread and mayonnaise fruit salad. And she loved going to Anthony's and having shrimp cocktails and a chowder bowl. And, in the later years with the grandkids, she was always up for a trip to Wed Wobbin. She loved her martinis up with an olive, and will always remember mock chicken legs and carrot pudding as Christmas and holiday specials from Grandma. In the games department, I remember playing Tiddlywinks whenever we'd go over for a family dinner, and Grandma loved playing bridge with her friends, and Pacino and cribbage and any card game. She was a fan, and she would be there in full spirit. And family, Grandma loved being around family, and I remember several trips. A trip to Six Flags where Grandma got drenched on a log ride and hurt her tailbone, having to wear a donut the rest of the trip. I remember going to Ocean Shores with the grandkids and being on the beach, and even a girls' trip with Grandma Darlene, my mom, and Grandma Jean, and having some special time with the 3 of us. Thank you, Grandma, for being such a positive role model and influence in my life. I will always, treasure and remember you for your independence, your competitive spirit, your feistiness, fighter attitude up until the day you passed away. We love you very much. So we leave you with one final toast. As Eddie Witzke used to say, here's looking up your old address.